Welcome to planet WorldBox, home to the four original civilization. The human worshipping the moon with their kingdom called Veroki of Moon. Anor shield of the dwarfs. The violent Doguk of death orcs. And finally, the elegant arrows of Kari elves. These four races share among themselves a planet filled with life and of course filled with conflict. Welcome to WorldBox World Domination. And what we have here is a map that is a representation of this planet here. To those who don't know about my little series, or what is it about, what is it about, really? I will explain in details. So basically, I put down the kingdoms, allow it to develop to the maximum size and potential in culture. As you can see, all of the cultures have been developed to the maximum level. And we'll switch for diplomacy run of event. I will allow the kingdom to declare war with each other. In the end, there should be one kingdom surviving. This will be our world dominator. Alright. Let's move the time along so that the kingdom can have start to have conflict and war. It seems that Anor's shield is already preparing for combat. These hammer dwarf are training over here, so it will make for good infantry. Perhaps Anor's shield will go and remove the orcs from the main continent of their that they are residing on. I'm not sure what to call this continent. Well, they aren't named, but let's call it after the capital of the dwarfs, Regrim. The Regrim continent. The southern one shall be called the Fra, for the Euro Fra here. The eastern continent, I will call it the Kaguk, after what the orc names their capital, and Churik for the far western continent. We also have the island of Natas Efnor over here. Natas should be the large island, and Efnor might be the smaller island here. Well, the geography of this planet is a little bit kind of strange. We have two oceans that are not interconnected to each other. One to the west, one to the east. Besides that, we also have some little waterway here that are completely isolated down here and up here. Well, no, this one is actually like connected to the wider ocean, the western ocean. Let's call this ocean the Western Ocean, just, to be easy. The Eastern Ocean and the Southern Ocean. So far, no kingdom have declared war, but, well, if they don't, I just need to, accelerate time. Soon enough, they will declare war, and, the god will be happy, look at this. There's no way they wouldn't declare war against each other. The feeling has been bottling up Diplomacy has been failing. All we need is a spark. Perhaps a border violation. Some insult hurled at the king. And it all comes down like a stack of Jenga. And here we are. The Arab County has declared war on the Doguk of Death. The elven exclave of Otias has immediately been a target for the orcs. Here we can see the orcish army marching toward the destination. The orcish warship is being chased away from the shore of Otias. Meanwhile, the elven are also preparing to attack the city of Zadidus. And they have met their enemies in combat immediately in the border. Here, let me accelerate time to 3 times of its normal speed. The orcs are gaining ground thanks to their dominating advantage in manpower or orc power. Straight for the farm, is it? Good strategy. Destroying farm and mine, not allowing the enemy to have any sort of resources. The territory of Otias will soon be abandoned, it seems. Alira to the north is also being attacked. Meanwhile, the orc have lost the village of Nozipak to the elven expedition force. I believe these soldiers came from the village of Ik-Uh. Not sure what to call it. The orcish language is a little bit strange sometimes. Kingdom Anor Shield had declared war on the human Verogi of Moon. And boy, does not look good for the human. Even though the closest village of the dwarfs only housed 12 people. Ethelm is quite isolated and remote, so not exactly an easy target. However, the city of Gil Aldor might be a little bit better of a target for the human. Meanwhile, this elven city has been destroyed. The city of Ophira is also under attack. You can see the dwarves are once again. Oh my god. The dwarves are now the enemy of the world, it seems. They have declared war on all of the other kingdoms. See, the city of Dekop has been depopulated. Of course, unexpected Ik-Ur has been burned to the ground. The Dwarven town over here has been completely erased. But in its place, we have a mound of dead people, soldiers. Dead soldiers, dwarf and human alike, swarming upon this little tight corridor, trying to halt the advance of each other. A ship has been destroyed here as well. Currently it looks like the elves and the orcs are taking severe damages from the attack. Sorry about that. while the elves might be taking a lot of territorial losses, the orcs are actually the one getting depopulated. Perhaps due to the sturdiness of the dwarven army. The orcs are finding it very difficult to overwhelm them. Let's take a look over here. It seems that the humans have finally conquered this area. The western continent of Chorsk, who shall be integrated into the human population. There are a majority of the dwarves is actually over here in the territory of the elves. Their king has retreated to the island of Natas, the island of Natas, to avoid getting captured by the enemy troops. The human expedition have seized this territory for themselves. Very interesting. It seems that the orc might be the first to go out. This is quite unprecedented. Usually the orc are the one winning due to their innate strength and regeneration. But this time it seems that they are no match for the resilient dwarven warriors. Here we see a few human soldiers are breaking in to the dwarven city of Oldahel, which has already been in an advanced state of decay. The island of Natas has been mostly destroyed, spared from a few little pieces of, this farm here and a few watchtower in the south, in the island of Efnor. There seems to be a human soldier here fighting a. Alright, because he was, just kind of like fighting the windmill. I'm just gonna call him the Don Quixote. How do you spell his name? Like this? Not sure. I'm not a Spanish expert. Oh, you know what? Let's make him like a favorite unit, and we'll see where he died. Okay. All right, you are favored by the god now, Don Quixote. In the meantime, we can see the end of the kingdom Dogok of Death. Not even regeneration can save them from getting attacked in all directions, and now they will be the first to go on this planet. The human are wreaking havoc here, though, in Anor's shield. Could it be that the dwarves are in a stage of decline? Perhaps you could say so, as we only see 4 army battalion here, with very few troops. Perhaps they have been tired of fighting, or losses in the army have not been replenished. With the death of the orcs, the elven kingdom of Arrow of Carry might be able to rebuild and perhaps even becoming a major kingdom, as this empty land here can house a lot of people. Oh, they wouldn't have a rest, as the humans are now being very aggressive. The elven kingdom have to make a peace treaty against the dwarf so that the troops can focus on fighting the human. See that they have taken the detour. The humans somehow have made it into the dwarven city of Omaur, despite the fact that they are not attacking the dwarf. The elven troops have been cornered here by the human who are chasing from behind. The human troops have catch up to the elven soldiers who are, charging toward this town of Ehork, which is a pretty new colony. Only have 3 people, although I don't think they're gonna be able to do much of anything here, at least for some time. Alright, let's speed up. Oh, the 3 kingdoms have made peace with each other. Perfect time for me to speed up the process here. Due to their geographic location, the human does not have any sort of route to actually colonize the eastern continent. Unless if they try to colonize this area to the south here, in the continent of Fra. But that does not seem to be the case. The dwarves are taking advantage of the region. Oh boy. The Dwarven Kingdom and or Shield have fully replenished their troops and now is back at full power. Once again, they have kicked out the human from the northern area here. Strategically, the Anor Shield Kingdom does have a lot of population, but the main bulk of that population, if they cannot reach Verogi of Moon, thanks to the lack of port in the Western Ocean, they might not be able to efficiently deliver troops to the battlefield. And it seems that they are stuck here in the northern corridor. Fierce fighting. Unfortunately for Arrows of Carry, Vergi of Moon and Anor Shield are now attacking them simultaneously. That is not good. Of course, Arrow of Carry have made peace with Anor Shield just as I said that. Now they only have to deal with the Verogi of Moon, a lesser kingdom. I wouldn't say lesser, more like a weaker kingdom. Of course, weaker than Anor Shield, and they're also being attacked by Anor Shield themselves, which means might be the end for Verogi of Moon if they cannot secure one front. Here's the thing. This continent here in the east can resupply troops over here. But it's gonna take a lot of time. However, since this area is not under attack from anyone, they can actually develop that area, and of course pull troops from the east and feed it to the meat grinder in the western corridor. Somehow, one single battalion made it to the southern continent of Fra. Verogi of Moon have made peace with Anor's shield. Once again, the world is now at peace. Alright, I may have spoke too soon. No, it's not at peace at all. Arrow of Carry is still fighting back, although look at this. It is not a good time for Arrow of Carry. They only have one port over here, which if they want to deliver troops to the front, it's gonna take a lot of time. Like, they have to trek through all this area, go all the way over here to actually deliver the troops to the Western Ocean. Or they could go over here and invade from this route, which is what they are doing. I'm not sure how these guys actually got onto the island, but okay. And now Arrow's Carry is under attack from Anor's shield. It seems that since both of the rival for Anor's shield are severely weakened and also attacking each other, it's like, you know, I'm just gonna take advantage of the situation and deliver a killing blow to both of you, the Anor's shield king said. The humans still wanting to, you know, make a colony on the island. The remaining population centers that Arrow Carry is controlling is not looking so good. Most of them are small, remote villages that are icy and not very productive. So rest in peace, Arrows of Carry. It is easy to understand why the human want to set up a colony here on the island. It is pretty productive, had a pretty productive area, further away from the other kingdoms. Of course, separated by an ocean, and well, perhaps it's a little bit too late for Verogi of Moon. We are about to see the end of both Verogi of Moon and Arrows of Carry, it seems, so I might just... Alright, I will slow down the speed a little bit so we can actually observe what's happening here. Man, these guys are just sitting here menacingly, huh? Where are the rest of the people? Oh, they're just stationed on the island and like... which has already been taken over. And for Arrows of Carry is these soldiers here who are stranded. Especially this guy. Oh, my locality. Oh, what happened to my Don Quixote? He's dead, but like I have not been able to like witness it. Okay. Well, it does seem like there's not going to be any more battle going on because, well, there aren't any more troops, and the rest of the armies for each of these kingdoms are just stranded on some island somewhere, playing hide and seek. So I'm just gonna put on a sonic speed here and we'll see. We'll wait until our shield is the single surviving kingdom and then we'll basically end the episode. I mean, it's pretty obvious who is the victor here. One thing to be noted about the dwarven, you might be thinking that the dwarves are pretty much kind of worse than the human in some way, but because they don't have they don't really have too much traits like the human do. But I digress. The human, whilst they might have the random traits thingy, so dwarf, every single dwarf can be a miner, and I think that yield more like ores or something, so that's pretty good for the economy and of course for production of armors and weaponry. Now the dwarf actually have a very nice quirk, which is the city is always built in a grid-like fashion. You can see here, very grid-like fashion. Every single building has to be on a grid, unless if the geography of the city, I mean the land it is built upon, does not support that kind of city planning. Really neat. How are these guys not, like, dead? I guess they do carry some food, but I don't think they're gonna live for long. the army, the entire army of Anor Shield is like scrambling to find the surviving soldiers of Arrows of Kari. You guys are so close. You can see the enemy hiding over there. Let's go and chase them. Where are you going? You fool. You can see them across the shore. Are you blind? How much food do you bring with yours in your pocket? Well, we can count the number of the surviving elves. 8. Still at 8. Hopefully none of them are immortal, or else we'll probably sit here watching as a planet fall to the hand of the dwarves for a while, which is actually kind of nice to look at. And it is over. Congratulations to Anor Shield. The Dwarven Kingdom. One of the few Dwarven victories that we witness here in this game mode. I do hope that you guys enjoy this kind of gameplay as much as I did. I really like this. But of course I understand that if I stretch it for too long it might not be enjoyable. So right now though I'm having like a rest, like a resting time because of the Lunar New Year is about to come, so I'm gonna try to enjoy myself a little bit more. And maybe video production will be back to 2 videos in a few weeks. Other than that, I do hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, press a like and subscribe if you have not subscribed. Alright, I will be seeing you in the next video.